The Halal Jaffa Podcast.
Okay, so for this side talk, again, we have rapid fire questions. Okay, ready?
Yes.
Okay. So, these are speed dating questions, okay? As suggested by Nurul.
Ooh.
Yes. Okay, so, first question, what makes you happy?
You're supposed to point.
5, 4, 3, 2. Okay.
point
I have
your
a point, okay. What makes you happy? Go, Nurul.
Accomplishing the goals that I have set for myself.
Good.
Spending time with family.
Good. Picnics. Okay. Are you more of a city or country person?
City.
Country.
Country. How would your best friend describe you?
Yeah, I've never asked that to my friends.
Okay.
Probably intimidating at first.
Okay.
Picky.
Okay. I'm makcik. Okay. What is your dream job?
No job. It's my dream job.
Yes.
Work for myself.
Ini wanita berkarya. My dream job is to be a singer. Can you imagine?
Is or was?
Was.
Oh, what is it now?
I want to be a creative director. Macam tiba.
Actually, last time I also wanted to be like Siti Nurhaliza. I had different phases. Sometimes I wanted to be a celebrity. Sometimes I wanted to be an astronaut. Other times I wanted to be, I don't know lah,
Yeah.
detective.
I wanted to be a
Private
lawyer
investigator.
once just because they look nice. They look like they have a nice profession.
It's more about what, like how cool the profession is, rather than your actual interest in it.
Yeah. Okay, what color best describes you?
Oh, white.
Black.
Black,
Yes.
black, brown.
I want to say beige. Cuma answer.
Nude.
Oatmeal.
Oh, you change your answer. Oatmeal.
Brown. Okay, next. What are
Light
you
brown.
most passionate about?
What am I?
Pass.
These are very deep questions and you cannot have an answer in 3
Learning.
seconds.
See, she's very good.
I don't know, you.
I am very passionate about. I am very passionate about.
I repeat lah the question.
I am very passionate about.
Yeah, for the 5th time.
Hey, you give your answer.
This podcast.
Betis.
You know what's so funny is that these questions come up from searching speed dating questions. It seems like each person can only answer one question. Right?
Why?
Actually, how long does a speed date?
20
constitute?
minutes.
Oh,
10
is
minutes.
it?
I have no idea.
Oh, in my head it was like 1 minute,
10
1 minute, 1 minute.
Oh no lah.
I think 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
But that makes sense because like, these kind of questions I think determine like in the short span of time who you are as a person and like your aspirations and things like that. So it's a very deep question.
That's true.
Ask.
Okay, my passion is to be happy.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, last question for today or this episode. What are you most obsessed about now?
Is
now.
it the same as
Not passionate, but obsessed. It doesn't have to be like something that you're passionate about. But what you're obsessed about.
You will not believe it. Right now I'm obsessed with cleaning out my passwords.
Cleaning out. Mana?
So
On your browser.
yeah, so instead of having multiple places with a password manager thing, I have a third party open source password manager that has like all the funny characters, so I don't have to remember my passwords.
Oh.
That's what I'm obsessed with.
That's very good. Because I have a lot of passwords. But I keep them in one place. Which is dangerous. I think. My password is very cool, by the way.
What is your
Cannot share, right? You say cool, so like
we just
cannot
need to put a
share.
word for it.
Very cool. I swear it's very cool.
I think mine is cool too.
It's what I'm passionate about.
Be
Mine
happy.
is just a weird phrase that does not have any hint.
Yeah. I hate those. I can't remember those. Yeah.
My passwords don't make sense. They're not a word.
Really?
They're not a word that exists.
But then you keep it somewhere lah.
I'm not gonna say. I feel like it's not safe.
Okay.
I keep it under my pillow. A notepad of all my passwords.
Then the other time, your SideTalk episode when when you have to go into the bomb shelter, you forgot to bring the passwords.
The passwords.
Reset password lah. Send to the email.
My physical copy of passwords.
Yeah.
Lipat so kucing.
Okay.
How many
So what are you
times I
most
kucing now?
obsessed about?
Making granola.
Ooh, interesting. Very sustainable.
Yeah,
I
I've been
guess.
trying to because like I feel like it's gonna encourage me to eat better. So I snack a lot. I try to eat something good. Yeah, that's all.
Actually, I heard it's cheaper to make.
I mean, I think the ingredients are not, because you do use nuts, and nuts can be quite like costly, but it's cheaper than buying outside. But it's definitely healthier than buying outside, because when you buy granola outside, there's a lot of like added preservatives and sugars that is really not good for you. So when you make your own, literally the only sugar I add is like honey, and that's it. So you can control lah. It's really yummy.
You know what? You should, since you have like a lot of nuts, right? You should try Florentine. Making Florentine.
Oh,
I heard it's easy.
I don't like.
Easy as heck. Really, I love it.
But it's the kind that like it's a thin sheet of like sugar and thing.
That's your sugar. It's sugar.
I mean like honey or like caramel, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Okay.
called Florentine.
Yeah, it's a thin piece of like, you see that like
MasterChef?
Hari Raya also.
MasterChef, they call it another thing, right? Twill.
Huh?
Okay, never mind.
Okay, Hazira, yours?
My obsession today or this week
Korean
is
drama.
Korean
Squid
drama.
Game.
No,
okay.
Squid Game. I'm done and over with.
Oh, I finished Squid Game.
Do you like it?
Oh, the last episode is so lame.
My God, it's so slow. Don't you think so?
It's unnecessary.
Like, I just skip like once I see the death bit, I'm like,
Please do not, no
Yeah,
spoilers.
hello.
oh sorry.
Please.
No, got no spoiler. No, once I see
No, I don't trust you.
It's just
No
a death
spoilers.
bit.
See what David? What is
See, that's why I'm not gonna explain the bit.
Shh.
I just skip the entire thing.
Yeah. I mean, they could have ended it at episode like 8.
Oh yeah.
Or like the last episode was a bit unnecessary and like just dragged on for too long.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But I think
See, you're giving more information than me.
no, but hearing generic information.
That's weird.
No,
I don't know. All I know is that my brother was like asking me, have you watched Squid Game? And I'm like, no. So, if you have the oven in the living room, that's quite sus. Then I'm like, okay.
Oven.
Now you're trying to figure out which scene he's talking about. I have no idea. Don't ask me.
Maybe the part where that one.
I don't know. But I mean, it's a pretty good show. You just have to like. I saw a meme saying that the whole show could have been just a movie, one movie. It could have been.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of drama, which is a very Korean part of it is
Yeah,
drama.
but I'm very impressed how like the characters play the characters very well. Like you will hate this character so much.
Oh.
Yeah. I want to slap the face.
Okay.
Yeah. But no, I'm not obsessed about Squid Game. I'm obsessed about Hometown Cha-Cha-Cha. Love it so much. I recommend. But I doubt you guys would like it. Because
I
it's
don't
not
know.
serious. I saw because you guys always like, oh, watch Midsommar. Or like, watch...
Midsommar?
Oh, Midsommar.
Midsommar. This dark...
It's a
movie.
thriller, but like doesn't look like it. You watch good, right? Very intense. Cannot watch with like family, but like
I never watch with family. I watch
so
myself.
good. Like macam
Midsommar?
MID. It's like Midsummer, but it's spelled
Oh.
SOMMER.
What language?
English. Yeah, but it's like very cultish. Like they find this cult in like I don't know, northern
Wait
somewhere.
a minute, sounds
and
familiar.
then and then the poster is of this woman and she's like crying and then she's wearing like flowers around her head. It's very dark, but
Is it the priest? Like,
Almost like Get Out, is it?
it's by the same production company, A24. So dia macam like it will like
It's a spiral.
yeah, it's a very dark show, but the visuals is not dark.
okay.
And I think you like it.
I'll read the synopsis first.
It's based on like old like Greek myth. No, I don't know. I'm not saying it right.
Yes.
myths and folklore. Yeah.
Yeah. You should watch it.
You watch already. You don't say what you never watch.
No, I watched like half. Less than half because like internet was very slow. I just couldn't take it. I just got stuck to the part where they travel to the place itself. Then it just stuck to the girl.
It will mind F you. Sure.
Just rewind. Yeah.
Okay, thank you for the rapid fire questions.
You're welcome. Cuba, go.
So topic for today is we're gonna talk about how you shop responsibly or sustainably. I think there are a lot of this topic like come out quite often in a number of like areas, whether it's tourism or whether it's shopping, whether it's like food and beverage. But like I guess as a consumer, how do you ensure that you minimize like your carbon footprint in this world in like your day-to-day lives, and like do you find like this sort of do you find this a bit more apparent now? Is it more obvious? Because for me, I feel like I see a lot of brands, coming out with marketing efforts and like, sustainable lines and things like that. So like how do you shop? Maybe we can start with Nurul.
I'm a very bad person to ask in terms of responsibility and sustainability because I shop online and thus online has a lot more packaging which is very unnecessary. But it gives jobs to the delivery people.
That's one way to look at it. But I know you like when you like buy makeup, you don't buy.
Yeah, I mean I try to choose products in terms of like cosmetic products those that are cruelty free. That was quite that's something that I tried last time. Then I guess now I'm more concerned about the ingredients within the cosmetic products like lesser no fragrance, that kind of thing, so that it's does not sensitivize my face. Sensitivize? Is that the word? Yeah.
Sounds like a toothpaste brand.
Yeah, but if I go to NTUC, I bring my bag.
Oh yes, me too. Yeah, I think like a lot of this, like Uniqlo, well, some NTUCs you need to pay for plastic bags.
Oh?
Yeah. Or is it on some days? But I have been there, then they were like, oh, you have to pay 10 cents. And like a lot of places you have to do that too. So like, yeah, I think I definitely bring my own bag now to all places. Hazira, you look like you're deep in thought.
Because like, I don't know, I've been...
Cough away from the mic, please.
I never cough. Clear my throat.
Okay?
I'm okay.
Okay.
But I'm tired. So, I don't know if I'm like being sustainable or not. See my voice. I don't know if I am sustainable enough, but I lost my nano bag, so I haven't been able to.
Oh my gosh.
Don't know where is it. It's in my house, but I don't know where is it. So I would have brought a bag to the supermarket, but I don't. But if it's planned, then I would bring because like it's just a lot more space, and it won't pecah like the plastic. Not how bring a recycling bag. But my mom and I, we love IKEA bags. Those like what is it called? Structa.
No idea. The blue and yellow ones.
Yeah, the blue and yellow ones. Then like we bring it for our grocery shopping. It's just a lot easier. But I think like in terms of sustainability, maybe like now I'm trying to like bring my water bottle around.
Yep.
And like definitely like especially when a lot more stores are not having straws, so I bring my own straws. But I guess that is sustainable, but it's very minimal I would say. Like I haven't gone to the point where like I like
Ingos.
She's crying because of the sustainability, guys. Full of emotion here.
So it's like something that you do sometimes, but not something that you make sure you do all the time.
Therefore, yeah. I mean, yeah. I feel like I haven't gone to the point where like, our boss, he has this recycling bin,
compost bin
to like throw all the waste. I have not been in that situation. I haven't go to that situation yet, which is a bit extreme for me.
No, because he has a garden and he used that compost for fertilizer.
Yeah.
You what you gonna do with compost?
That's why I don't know. I don't know the concept of it.
Normally you have a compost bin when you want to turn it around and use it as fertilizer. I think that's the only use, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think when you have additional packaging, what I tend to do is actually I have a full drawer of bubble wrap.
Box. Okay.
I have full drawer of bubble wrap and another full drawer in the storeroom. There's a lot of boxes and any plastic bag that we have, right? I use it for my waste paper basket because, like, if you think about it, right, you're buying plastic to throw away rubbish. It just macam like,
Yeah,
it just doesn't make sense in a way. So whatever plastics that we do get, we use it.
And
More
like,
than once.
Yeah, twice.
use it for what?
For your rubbish.
Rubbish bin.
Or like your payung, or for your any wet things that you have to keep in, instead of using Ziplocs or buying new plastic, you just reuse what you already have lah.
And Tupperwares in your house.
Yeah.
And you know what? When I watch Hometown Cha-Cha-Cha, so they live in this like neighborhood in Korea, whereby it's a small neighborhood and like populated by mostly older generation. And I'm very surprised how like recycling days are normal for them. Like in Singapore, we don't have recycling days, I believe, in my area at least. Like we don't have a day where like, okay, everybody gather and like put together your recycling items so that we can recycle together. Yeah, but in Korea, it's normal.
Yeah.
So I'm very impressed because every time they throw out the trash, they always say, okay, this is recycling and this is not for recycling. Which I don't think we practice enough.
No, I think we're very behind on recycling actually.
Therefore,
I think like Japan and Korea are very ahead in that sense. Like in their homes, like they separate their trash. And then like you said, like I think every day or something, they have days where this person comes and take all the trash and have to separate it properly at like the common place, things like that. But yeah, I think that's very true. But like, how do you feel about like shopping? How do you shop responsibly? Do you like give away your clothes? Do you like, I don't know, with like fast fashion now very much prevalent, how do you try and minimize that part of the story?
I'm not honestly like macam, I think like Zakira RPD, like she enjoys thrift shopping. Kan? Zakira, say yes. But I don't know, I haven't found like macam the drive to shop the thrift shop, only because that I feel like I know there would be like a big range of sizes. So like I just imagine myself going to these thrift shops and like I can't fit anything, you know. So there's always that fear. Unless you have a body like Zakira, then sure.
But yeah, I think like I try to like buy a lot of my things on the secondhand market because I feel like you can give a lot of life to these pieces. So imagine like if I were to have my own house, a lot of the pieces I would source like online, like Carousel, and then like have like very quirky odd pieces of furniture that don't match but like look good together. And then like for clothes, I think I'm okay. I'm okay to buy things used, but like I used to, when I was younger also, I used to go thrift shopping a lot. I really like finding weird things, and then like especially when I go overseas, I always go thrift shopping overseas. And like because when I was a student, I couldn't buy a lot of expensive things, so like I would always go thrift shopping and buy like something from that place as like a memory or a souvenir. I still have some of the clothes from there that I cannot let go, and they're very like I was into a very print phase, so had very loud printed shirts. I feel like they're gonna come back, so that's why I haven't given them away.
I shop hand-me-downs. Yeah, because I'm considered one of the tinier ones in my family, so most of the time like they cannot my family members cannot fit something, then will pass down to me first and see whether I can fit. If cannot fit, then we'll donate.
Yeah.
You shop hand-me-downs.
They
They sell it to you.
No, not sell, but it's more of like they will have like, oh Nurul, you are here. I've got so many things to show you. I want to get rid of these clothes. See which one you like. So I will like shop lah. When I go to someone's house, I like shopping. Even Rauda gave me some of her clothes.
So I
find
was a period.
so it's like more of like thrift shopping going to me.
And I don't mind that also, you know, like if there is something, I do that with my friends also. It's like she wants to give away clothes and go to her place and she's like, oh, you just see whatever you want, and she has like a luggage out with all her clothes and just through. Then like it's just like handing over, because like some of the things that you maybe don't like anymore or don't fit you may fit someone else, and these are like still good clothes. And then you have like those really, really not so good clothes that you can really just give away or like use as rags.
You know, while I am very appreciative of like discounts or like markdown prices, I do feel like macam in my family it's very common for us to online shop, especially for like blog shops and everything, and I see those clothes like running around from one place to the other, because like ni tak boleh muat, I was pass to this person, and then like tak boleh muat, I was pass to this person. I feel very wasteful, because like if you don't research enough on that piece of clothing, then you end up buying more and more, and it's almost like it's not like a shopaholic kind of thing, but it's
like a vicious cycle.
And you feel like, okay, cheap, let's buy. You know, which I think is very wasteful, because at the end of the day, you're gonna pass it away anyways.
So what do you then do to curb shopping addiction? I can share you mine lah. I go through a very extensive, complicated process of trying to figure out whether I want to buy something. So first step, is I will search online, right? It's like, oh, this looks nice. So I save it into my like spreadsheet or something like that, right? And then after that, it will just stay there for don't know how long. And then when it comes to the time when I want to buy, I look through my shopping list and then see whether I want to buy something. And so if I go out physically to go and buy stuff when there's like discounts and stuff like that, that's very difficult for you to curb, like, you know, stop it. I don't want to buy anything. So actually most of the time I'll walk in and then like look, I say, oh, should I buy? Then after I walk out, and then suddenly I forget about it, because like if I were to buy something physically, I will have to go back home, find the thing online, so I can save it into my spreadsheet and add it to my online closet. It's a process. So to remove the hassle, I make it very complicated for me to shop.
That's smart. I think like, so I'm not as organized as she is, but I would go out like in the intention of not finding something, but then I will find something I like, but I would not buy it like immediately. Then I would go online and find if I could find something like maybe cheaper, or like websites or whatever. And like I don't mind waiting. I think that's the thing, like I don't mind waiting for that thing to arrive. I don't need it now. I think that's the most important thing. I think if you are the kind of shopper that you need instant gratification, like you just want that to hold that bag in your hand and you want to walk around with this like bags of things that you just bought, then I think that's very dangerous. So like I tell myself, I over the years I get very frustrated with myself if I buy something, I go home and then like it doesn't fit, or like I just end up not wearing it after a long time. Then I don't like seeing it there. So like I think I've learned my lesson. So I don't buy it first, and I don't mind if I go home, then like, oh, I cannot stop thinking about it. The next day I will go again and buy. I mean, I can't say if I really want it I would just go back and say, even though it's like so far.
That's good.
Been there.
Right.
That's me when I travel. So like I will shop on the second day, for example, and then like on the last day I will come back.
Yes.
You know, when like you have like that period of time macam to really think through, and then bila-bila lah macam malam flight, pagi tu kita pergi.
Wow.
I think last minute shopping is like my thing.
But and it's good because you're giving time to yourself to like think about it and like sleep on it. Like if you do, I want to know, if you think about it again the next day, that means maybe you really want it. But if you completely forget about it, then it's just not something that you want that badly.
But you know, what are your thoughts on like macam, you know, H&M has their own sustainable edit.
H&M conscious, is it?
H&M conscious. I personally buy it from them because like obviously I think it's macam berbaloi.
But do you shop from them because it's conscious or because something that you like happens to be conscious?
Dia macam, okay, because like macam for me, I don't have a lot of choices in my opinion, unless I shop online. You know, then obviously like there are a lot more sizes available. But once I see like this, my size is affordable, I would just buy it. But then like I am very surprised that H&M has H&M Conscious, which is apparently like a sustainable option.
Yeah.
But I don't know what about it is sustainable. Maybe the material. So like for me, my priorities are sizing and affordability. So that's why my priority is different. But if you are someone who fits within the normal average size in Singapore, I think your priority would be different. Would be like more on sustainable, for example, because you have so many options. So you get to nitpick what you want. I think
the pinnacle of it is if you are someone who only shops like at this sort of like lines and like brands, only sustainable brands, only like you know, brands like this where it's traceable, then I think you are at the top of it, regardless whether like other things fit you or not. That's just how strict you are. Then I think that's when you really are very serious about it.
Yeah.
Like I understand where you're coming from, because like recently I wanted to get a new case for my phone. Then I was looking online and then like, oh, I like it. I look through the designs first. Then I see something I like, then it becomes like, oh, it's also sustainable. It's like that comes first.
Yeah.
Then, oh, it's just nice that it's sustainable. It's not like I look through a filter that's sustainable, then I find the design that I like. So I'm not there yet, but I do feel good that I'm buying something and it is marked as sustainable.
Now two pairs of eyes are staring at me for some response. I mean, there's a lot of things that we as consumers and what's the options are. Increasing options are readily available now. There's a lot of materials nowadays, like reused cotton. There are some places that also reuse leather, and then there's also certain places which recycles plastic bottles for something else.
Yep.
I think there's a lot more that we can do in the future, but I guess for consumers, it's more of like the price aspect lah.
Yeah.
But I think when I was younger also, like price is a very big factor. So I personally would have gone for cheaper and more quantity versus like now where I buy lesser stuff, but it's a higher price because of the quality, which can last a longer period of time.
Yep.
So pick your battles, as what Rauda always say.
That's right. And like I think that can be applied to like, not just like clothes, but to even like tech products. I think you can also buy like refurbished options. Or you can buy used items, get them repaired and things like that. I think what do you call it? Electronic waste, is it?
Yes.
It's a very big, I think, issue now in this world. That's why our country is so hot. The whole world is so hot.
Okay, but one question, right? Have you guys ever seen yourself in a situation where you reject an item? What was that? You reject an item because it's not sustainable.
Because it's not sustainable.
Yeah. Like you want this item, but it's not sustainable, I will not get it.
No.
I mean, the simplest way is, I think, if I go shopping, I go Uniqlo, I want to buy a shirt, and I didn't bring a bag, I still won't pay 10 cents. I would just carry
Just put it in your bag.
No, I will, if I don't bring a like, extra bag, and then like I don't have a bag, I wouldn't pay 10 cents. I would just hold it, hang on to it. I would just keep it.
That's true.
I don't know. Yeah, I wouldn't.
How about, I was just thinking, like, I realized that I would personally go the extra mile, especially for products that go into my face or like into my hair. So like organic products, etc. Even if like Pantene is like the better option, like because it's cheap and affordable, right? I would still go for options that are, that are organic and like I know the ingredients, what's inside everything, because personally it's better. What do you guys think about that?
I think
you do you, boo.
Yeah, I think that's fine. I understand, because like, it goes into your like whole body, and like you want to care for your body. And like, I think like what Nurul also, like going for cruelty-free makeup. I think that's something that I'm also being very conscious about as I shop. I think not just that, also a lot of like cosmetic brands are supporting some movements that maybe that you are not aligned with. So I think being more aware of that sort of happenings around the world also will affect your decision on which brands to patronize. And like I think it's just really about like educating yourself about what these brands that you are shopping at, what do they do, what are their practices, whether are they ethical or not. And like, for sure, if you're younger, it all doesn't make sense, you just don't care, you just want to look good. But like as you grow older and you realize that it does matter, and like you start to have values that matter and things like that, you do want to align yourselves with brands that that you believe in lah, and that you don't should stray away from.
Stray away.
Yeah. But yeah. Okay.
Bye.
Shop sustainably, guys. Bye.
If you're in Singapore, you'll know that food is our number one priority. Food in Singaporeans are practically inseparable. It's literally the best ingredient for any occasion, any stress you got going on. Food solves everything. Because, for example, if it's your birthday, let's go eat. You got a promotion, you deserve a treat, sayang. You feel like pulling your hair out, come on, I'll bring you for supper. Yeah, you get what I mean? It's literally perfect for everything. And of course, we want to tell you everything about it. Like places you didn't know were halal, or 12 new halal places you need to try this week, for example. We are determined to make your tummy bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger than last year or any time. So follow us on the blog to get all the insights at www.halaltrip.com, and of course we are also on every social media platform at Halal Trip.
Alright guys, thanks for listening. So we'll see you on the next episode. Don't forget to give us a shout out on anchor.fm/The Halal Travel Podcast. Your voice message could be featured in our next episode.
Yup, and if you have any advertising and collaboration opportunities, contact us at info@halaltrip.com. That's info@halaltrip.com.
Also, don't forget to follow us on our Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Halal Trip. We're also now on Telegram and TikTok. Until next time, get inspired, go and inspire others.